All right, yo, what's up? We're going to do a little VOD review here of this key that I just ran. This is a 20 Darkheart Thicket. First things first, just while it's fresh in my mind. There's my voice in the background.
Dude,
We didn't
no.
get a countdown. I was a little upset about that. Honestly, not a big deal, but did want to point that out. All right, so we go to this first pull. Things are going fine so far. Usually you tend to pull a little bit more when you're lusting a fortified pull on this first thing here. Like, you want to do these first two packs along with the bear, which, as you can see here, we're going to now pull the bear solo, you would think. The problem, however, is we wind up... Okay, so we're fighting the bear solo. Obviously, you want to be doing that with the other stuff, especially so that way you get, like, better lust value. But what gets really crazy here is the tank's like, oh, there's a patrol. Haha, we're just gonna start going for it. So already I'm like, okay, this is wild. So now I need to be really paying attention. And the thing you'll notice here, backing up just a tad, this maddening roar cast that can I zoom in here? No, okay. The maddening roar cast from the bear is the really dangerous thing here. If you don't know, every time that happens, you get a debuff that increases the damage from it. It's just a big AoE damage. As you can see, everyone in the party's got a little bit of the thing. So already I'm starting to like, all right, well, I'm going to have to be really paying attention here. I think I get the feint off in time. All right, well, I didn't get the feint off in time, but the thought was definitely there. So already, okay, I'm kind of thinking, all right, this is going to be a crazy run. I got to be on my toes. So, we're fighting the bear with the two ruiners. I think I tried to like focus one of these guys, just get some kicks out at the very least to kind of reduce the incoming damage. All right, so the bear goes down. Things are going fine. I'm thinking, all right, we're just going to keep going. Oh, I didn't actually realize this. Did the hunter? I think the hunter might have butt pulled this thing over here. Either way, you really don't want to be pulling this bear. It's at this point, I know we're in for it, because as you can see, we still have 3 stacks from the previous bear that haven't fallen off yet. And yeah, at this point, it's really going to be like kind of every man for himself as far as damage goes. You see here, I cloak off the poison because I'm just like, things are going crazy. Thankfully, oh wow, I didn't realize this. I got really lucky here. So let's see if I can pause it in time. You see maddening roar is going off. It's about to go off. I have 0.9 seconds left on my cloak, which if we, I don't know, can we like go 1 frame forward? Surely there's a way to like video. Pardon my, okay, well, I don't know. Surely there's a way to do it, but you get the point. We barely clipped the end of cloak with this maddening roar cast. Yeah, see, it went off, and I've still got it 0.6 left. So that was lucky on my part, because I did not faint in time for this one. This surely would have killed me. As you can see, well, I guess technically, I cloaked, so we got rid of the stacks. So, all right, either way. Anyway, so now, we've got 4 stacks on the tank, 4 stacks on the paladin. The hunter reset their stacks by dying. Yeah, and then in addition to that, we're also now pulling the, you can't see it from the corruption, the hippogriffs. So just to recap, we chain pulled, we didn't pull the bear with the first pull, definitely a mistake, because that's when we popped lust. Then we chain pulled this bear into the patrol that was coming. That's fine, because, given the first pull, we wanted to, just get a little more extra damage, cleave damage going. Then either, it's not clear whether the hunter butt pulled or the DK intentionally pulled this bear. Either way, definitely not a mob you want to be pulling, because you want to minimize your bears as much as possible here. And yeah, so now I think we're going to start losing people to charges and things. Meanwhile, we're also fighting in this narrow hallway with all the gunk on the ground. It's right. The tank has the right idea here, actually, to pull back, because we need some more space to work with. Again, maddening roar comes out. I think at this point, I'm like, I've got my my fainting dialed in a little bit. So as you can see, I got chunked for maybe 20% of my health, almost 20% of my health, whereas, everyone else is getting absolutely slapped. I mean, I guess to be fair, they have more stacks here. But anyway, continuing on. Yeah, this is not, you don't want to be doing extra bears with the charging mobs, because like, you can dodge the charge from these hippogriffs because it'll one-shot you. but also they're just so hard to tell. Like where, I guess now we can, in retrospect, look, this one's actually coming my way. No, it's this one that's charging into the wall here. But I don't know. They're just, these mobs are hard to see. They do telegraph, but like, again, when they're hiding in the body of a giant bear, how are you supposed to tell where they're supposed to go? All right, well, so that's that pull. I finally succumbed to, well, it actually kills me here. I see we've got Incorporeal going. I got ticked down by poison. Incorporeal went off. I mean, I guess I had kidney shot up. I could have tried to do something about that. Yeah, that definitely would have been good. And then what actually kills me here? The Nightmare Toxin. Maddening Roar hits pretty hard, and then I just get ticked down by the poison. Yeah. So, yeah, looking at what I had available, really not a whole lot that I could have done there at that point in time. Obviously, there's plenty of stuff that could have been done preemptively, but all right. Anyway, let's skip ahead to, because we kind of run this back and eventually kill everything. Okay, so now we're doing the drop down pull. I just kind of sneak ahead because I'm a rogue and I can do that. So, man, oh my gosh, we got so close to pulling on a second bonus bear. That's just okay. So the cat pulls on fortified are scary, right? Like these bleeds. This bleed that's on here, you'll notice there's no timer on it. It's because in order for it to go away, you have to heal up the whole damn thing all the way to, I think it's 90%, just like old Grievous used to be. So you really want to minimize the number of these cats you're fighting at once, especially when you are, I don't know, don't have enough space to like run and dodge them, or just, I don't know, you don't have a plan for avoiding them. Now, I will say the Paladin could be bopping here. That's an excellent tool to get rid of the bleed. It looks like, okay, so I was saying that this tank was the psychotic one in the actual VOD, but I think reviewing the footage, I think this is actually, well, Hunter's definitely butt pulling here. Like that one's definitely on Hunter. The first extra bear pull, that may have been the tank. It's unclear, but that is definitely the Hunter. So, all right. Yeah, so obviously this is getting a little out of hand. I should have just cloaked there. Evasion probably would have been good. I also, oh man, just getting meleeed is really unfortunate. I know I died here to melee. Okay, so the guy bleeds me down. I'm poisoned. This is definitely like an insta-cloak. And for whatever reason, this poisoner is also just attacking me. So I probably would have survived without the aggro. But again, like I could have shadow melted, I could have cloaked to get rid of the poison, I could have evasion to tank the melee hit. I'll be honest, at this point, did not realize I was about to get meleeed. Also, oh, I see, I'm targeting a different guy than the spider. Yeah, if I had noticed that the spider was about to melee me, I could have evasioned to get rid of that. Anyway, so that pull was going sideways too. Didn't realize actually the Hunter's problem. But yeah, I guess we managed to clean it up just fine. All right, now things get a little weird. So this is also on me because, you know, we clear this and I'm like, we want to skip, right? Because you don't want to pull these bears. So I just throw up the shroud, not noticing that our healer is way the hell back there. The thought going through my head at this point was like, well, we should just do it anyway, skip it anyway, and then the healer can shroud past or not shroud, invis past, or we're not doing it. All right. What's the other thing? Invis pot, or just die and we can res. But tank decides, nope, we're just doing it. And then, yeah, this is a very scary pull on fortified. So if we skip ahead a little bit, this is our second stack. I'm already starting to faint. This is where having 2 charges of faint comes in really handy. You can see the Hunter already got super chunked down. All these ads coming in. Yeah, I don't know. This is just a really rough pull. Honestly, like all things considered, it probably handled okay. Given that, you know, we still don't have our healer. Did the healer die? What happened here? No, we just don't have them. Yeah, the tank just pulled without the healer for some reason. So that's questionable for sure. I think at one point I cloaked like when the stacks were getting a little bit too high. That's all fine. All right, so that's all fine. The boss goes more or less okay. I'm super on edge about like tank positioning at this point, so I'm like being super duper careful to not get hit by the charge, which is probably something you should be doing anyway. I think we have a death here. Yeah. So This is, I mean, let's watch it lined up here. So we've got tank gets knocked. Yeah, I mean, this is a somebody could have done something here for sure. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. But I don't remember if we committed a battle risk at this point. It gets a little sketchy. Let's see. So then the hunter dies just to the bleed, which that's going to happen if without a healer, because the farthest person out is going to get targeted by the leap, and then it's a grievous heal, so you just kind of got to heal it up. And if they don't have, I mean, they could have used their health potion, I guess, or I don't think I have the hunter heal ability tracked. But all right. Anyway, so moving on. This part's fairly sane. We got some random deaths, which is sort of to be expected at this point, given how our group's going. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's just play that one back. This was my one, like, I definitely could have played this better. I don't know, maybe I was distracted or something here. I can tell you this for sure. Seeing that circle spawn on me definitely, like, took my focus away from the mushroom spawning, for sure. Not saying that's an excuse, that's just what happened. Yeah, so I definitely died there, which, shame on me for that. Gotta be extra careful in this spot. Obviously, these mushrooms are, everything in here is going to one-shot you on a fortified 20 plus. Obviously, well plus, but this is a 20. Let's not beat around the bush. Okay, and then, yeah, the rest of this is all fairly boring. Nothing too crazy. The priest almost dies, but, you know, that's kind of the life you choose. They do die here, so what happened here? Looks like they just kind of clipped the edge of that circle, and then not sure. Maybe you just got a spear thrown at them or something. Unfortunately, I guess I could have. Wait, hold on. Do we see the target of the spear here? So that was at the hunter. Oh, wait, huh? What's going on? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we do have a spear icon there on the unit frame. They also have a poison. Oh man, this poor priest is just getting slapped. Okay, I see. Okay, I see what happened. So it was a throw spear, which we notice here. Now that's the poison goes out, and they get hit by the circle. Oh, we're also double stacked in corporeal at the moment, so that's just kind of a big rip. I don't know. Okay, so he does actually angel himself, which definitely correct thing to do there. I'm guessing it probably doesn't do anything given the double stack in corporeal, but yeah, trying to figure out where. So the dryad's casting here. Yeah, I mean, look, that cast is so short, you can't really expect anyone to react and stun that. But what I could have done here, just looking for anything that I could have done to save the priest, right? If I had this focused and saw the cast on the holy priest who's about to die with the poison on him, incorporeal, can't heal. If I throw out a kidney shot, right? Well, unfortunately, it wouldn't have worked because I don't have any combo points. Yeah. So that would have had to been like a off rotation shadow dance into a cheap shot to save the priest. Or just throw it blind. Blind is on cooldown, unfortunately. So anyway, that's getting super nitty gritty picky. But the point being, like, there's usually something you can do, no matter how obscure or ridiculous it might seem. And it's analyzing those things that, you know, make you a better player. It's really easy for me to sit here and say, oh, the priest should have moved out of the circle. Oh, the priest should have CC'd the incorporeal. Oh, the priest should have. But, like, ultimately, I'm not the priest. I don't control what they're doing. So saying that really doesn't mean anything. What I could have done, the things that I could have done were very obscure and, like, would have required some crazy gigabrain stuff to do. But hey, the way you get to that and being able to actually pull that stuff off is to look at it in retrospect and see what you could have done. All right. Oh, yeah, and then our poor priest is just laying here, and the paladin's like, nah, you don't need a res. Well, he actually does figure it out eventually, but at this point, it's too late, and the priest released. So, unfortunate. My engineering res failed, clearly. All right. That was a decent blind, I think, for me. You know, ideally, you'd have a little bit more of a coordinated rotation on these. Fortunately, like the casts, I guess, aren't like too bad here, and we're interrupting some of them, so it's okay. Yeah, here on the Ancients, we had some deaths. So I guess just an interesting thing to point out, and oh, okay, good. Hunter actually used a defensive there. That's totally reasonable way to deal with that. What I was going to say, we can actually see an example of this later here. When I get targeted with a throw, at this point we've lost some people, probably due to throw stuff happening. So grabs the tank, it's on me. If you get out of the area before the projectile, in this case the projectile is the tank, lands, you actually just don't take any damage. As a rogue, obviously you saw sprint there, it works. I could have grappling hooked if I timed it right. And then what I was trying to do, actually, you can probably see me spamming the ability. If you look at Q down here, where it says 12 seconds cooldown, you'll notice now I'm trying to spam it to just shadow step, but thankfully the sprint was enough to not take damage there. But obviously I needed to like really make sure that happened because our healer was dead. All right, so we do that. We have a couple releasers because all of our reserves are dead, and then the tank just decides to keep hauling, which slimes, okay, sure, that's a lot of slimes though, and I'm pretty sure the hunter dies here because, yeah, I mean, that's how many slimes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they all explode after death, and like, turtle, I mean, he could have healed, he could have used a health potion. I mean, I feigned and popped my Healy thingy. I guess I think I was hovering over my health potion in case I needed it. But yeah, then so I distract the thing because I'm like, all right, we need to wait for our group, and then the tank's like, nah, nah, we just keep going. That's psychotic, dude. Come on, it's just the two of us right here, right? Like, and like, sure, that's fine for this part. This guy is not super dangerous on his own. It's, you know, once he dies and then you get the extra stuff. Anyway, and then it's at this point that we do some more slimes, those all explode, and we do some more slimes, and then this guy takes out the hunter, and then we have some trouble with the incorporeals. We kill this guy with the hunter dead, and now it's like, all right, just gotta interrupt these bloodbursters. Did I die here? I can't remember. I think I did, yeah, because so we're on like high alert because we got to interrupt these things, because if this cast gets off, it's game over. So now I'm dead because, well, I mean, I guess I could have fainted. All right, should have fainted. Maybe I should have. So I was holding my blind here specifically for interrupting the metamorphosis, because that, in my mind, is the most important thing. What I really should have been, and I was actually thinking about this, these blood bolt casts on me are also going to be, you know, pretty lethal. Let's watch. So I'm at full health right now. Cast goes off, and it does like my whole health bar. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of damage. Was it in 2 stages? Did I see that right? I don't know. Oh, I see. It's because I had 3 of them on me. I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah. So this would have been the correct time to hit blind, because very clearly I'm about to die. Oh boy. Yep. So unfortunately I die here, and then I think it's at this point that the hunter leaves, and that's GG. Maybe in a second here. Womp womp. Oh yeah, Hunter gets back, dies again, and calls it quits. It would be, I want to double check, because it was either the Hunter or the Paladin. I don't remember which one left first. We could have finished this still. It probably timed it, honestly. But dead, and no, it was indeed the Paladin that left first. Okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah, either way, that was fun. Hopefully y'all enjoyed me going over that travesty of a run. If you enjoyed it, got this far, let me know if you liked this. Let me know what I got wrong. Let me know what I could have done better. And let me know if you'd like to see more of this type of video. Okay, thanks. Goodbye now.